Next week on Thursday, Chapter 7. 2 sheets of paper. I took myself off to sit on my crying rock by the stream in the woods. I needed to walk to ease my pain. David and I sat together after dinner in the fragrance of the twilit backyard, soothed by the gurgle of fountain water and the woody notes of the bamboo wind chimes when the breeze played with them. The laughter of the neighbors' children rose in the air. The anxious silence grew loud until David spoke. "It's only money after all," he said. "We need to get on with our lives." Words I never expected to hear. An unbearable burden rolled away. Walk away from the lawsuit. Yes, my husband had given voice to troubled thoughts I couldn't have dreamt of speaking out loud. I hurried inside to dial the Wiseman residence, worried, perhaps, that a delay might induce a change of heart on David's part. Gloria picked up the phone. "Hello?" "Gloria, it's Selina. How is Harold?" She sounded surprised. "He's doing as well as can be expected, I suppose." "We had a grueling morning. It took a huge toll on him," I said, then blurted out, "We're walking away from the lawsuit, Gloria. I thought I'd let you know first. Don't mention it to Harold. I'll tell him myself when I see him on Thursday." There was an instant's silence. "You have to do what you have to do," she said indifferently. "We had the mango mousse for dessert tonight." Anticlimax. That's all she has to say. I don't think the mango I used for garnish was quite ripe. I hope it wasn't sour." "That's all I have to say?" "It was delicious," Gloria replied. Her voice became tinged with warmth. "Selina, Harold told me about your garden. I would love to see it." My spirits rose. "I'd love to show you my garden, Gloria. Let me know when you're free." I hung up, feeling oddly deflated. Thursday was 2 days away. It felt like an eternity to wait, now that I had come to a decision. I called Harold's office the next morning to make an appointment for the same afternoon. A vice gripped my heart, as always, when I stepped into his room. We were in the garden just yesterday. 2 monitors were hooked up to the hard drive on his desk, one turned towards him, the other facing his visitor. Harold typed with 2 fingers, and the comments flashed across both screens. My dessert bowl sat in the armchair by the door. We exchanged a few remarks before I spewed out an emotional torrent of words. "No more litigation. I told Gloria last night. We're done. We're walking away." Harold heard me out and began to type. Gloria had not betrayed my confidence, but, he wrote, he guessed as much from the tone of our conversation the previous day. "Wait and we'll make them an offer in a few months," he spelled out. I leaned back in my chair. Harold reached into the wastebasket, retrieved 2 discarded sheets of typewritten paper, and wrote assiduously on the blank sides. He labored with furrowed brow and faltering hand. I imagined I heard the ticking in his brain as he attempted to keep up with his racing thoughts. He looked up when he was done and held out the sheets of paper. The spidery scrawl was surprisingly legible. The statements numbered 1 to 6, 3 on each piece of paper. I read. Number 1. We don't have to give her the play. The Lord owns it if you and she cannot agree on whose it is. You are telling me to let God take care of things? Number 2. I have 2 lawyers starting soon. I prepare and attend at no charge. One of them, whom I coach, speaks. I will sit with you, no charge. They would charge. I would be both coach and spectator. Number 3. Offer to take the other half of the play, $50,000 plus my costs on a solicitor-client basis. Number 4. If you first quit, they would assess their account for 60 to 70,000. Don't first quit. Number 5. The reason I like to do law is dash, it occupies me, dash, someone else's problem takes my mind off mine, dash, I enjoy it. Number 6. At the first trial date, we can back out to the judge conditional on no costs. Gloria popped her head in to let Harold know she was going home. She said cordially, "We really enjoyed your dessert, Selina. Oh, and don't forget to take the bowl back home with you." I folded the 2 pieces of paper and slipped them into my handbag. I trusted Harold.